So, MCC Island is about to release, and before you join the server, there are some important information you need to know about the game modes, the events, the release date, and so much more. Starting off with the game modes. There are 4 game modes in MCC Island. You have Hole in the Wall, Battle Box to get to the other side, and Sky Battle. Hole in the Wall is like Wipeout, but in Minecraft. You start off on a platform that gets smaller and smaller over time, and there are walls of slime blocks that you constantly have to watch out for and avoid. This game mode is very similar to the real Hole in the Wall of MCC, but there's actually a twist, because every once in a while a trap happens. And traps can be anything from speed to you getting to punch another player off the platform, to mobs that want to kill you and fucking eat you alive. But the point being that traps are there to make your life miserable. Something else that is difficult is the second game mode, Battle Box, which is, I guess, a sort of weird capture the flag. You and your team start in a room where you can choose different kits. Once the countdown turns to 0, the game starts, and your objective is to fill the middle part of the map with wool that has the color of your team. The first team to fill the middle of the map with their wool wins, and this game mode has PvP on, so it'll be very sweaty and competitive. There are actually also some new items in Battle Box that aren't in the MCC event, like the timed orb, which you can throw at the enemy and deal damage after the timer turns to 0. And before I talk about the third game mode, I'm gonna politely ask you to click that big red juicy button, because we're getting close to 1K, which has always been my dream to have. Another dream I have is to get to the other side, which is the third game mode. And to get to the other side, you have to, well, get to the other side. You spawn on a platform and you have to maneuver and speed reach your way to the other side of the map. The faster you get to the other side, the more points you score. It's a very simple game mode, which I don't think needs any more explanation. What does need more explanation, though, is game mode 4, which is Sky Battle. This is, in my opinion, the coolest game mode. In Sky Battle, you spawn on a tiny island comparable to the Skyblock Island. You loot your surroundings, you collect blocks, and after a while, the border starts closing in, and you and your team have to start moving towards the middle of the map, where you'll be meeting other teams. You and your team PvP it out with the rest of the teams, and the last to die wins. Now, these game modes are cool and all, but when will you be able to play them? You don't actually need to wait for the release date, because if you really want to access the server, then you can buy an early access ticket for $20 on the Nox Crew's website. Something else you can buy on MCC Island is coins, and it's time we talk about the coin system for MCC Island. Because in MCC, the coin system is team-based, but since most of the games you'll play in MCC Island are with random people, you wouldn't want to share coins with them. So the coin system will probably be individually based. What you can do with these coins is probably buy cosmetics like shown in the announcement videos. That was a voice crack. Fuck. And yeah, that's about it for MCC Island. Subscribe and watch this video of me explaining Tubnet, which is another upcoming server.